Welcome to eTalks. I'm David Carter.
I'm a leadership consultant and personal development coach. Through my work, I've helped professionals and teams set clear goals, build better habits, and take action toward real results. How many of you have ever wished for something? A new job, a successful career, a dream vacation? Raise your hand if you've had at least one wish in the past week. I know I have. We all have wishes, and it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of dreaming about them. But here's the thing. Wishes are powerful, but they're not enough on their own. To turn your dreams into reality, you need to turn those wishes into goals. Today, I want to talk about how you can stop wishing and start achieving. How many of you are ready to make that shift? Let's dive in. Let's be honest for a second. We all know that feeling. I wish I were more confident. I wish I could travel more. It's easy to feel like we're stuck in a place where our wishes are always just out of reach, right? And I get it. More than you might think. I know firsthand what it feels like to wish for things that seem impossible. After my accident, I kept saying to myself, I wish I could walk, over and over again. I held on to that wish, thinking that if I just wanted it badly enough, things might change. But over time, I had to face a difficult truth. There were things I couldn't change, no matter how much I wished for them. That realization was tough, but it also opened my eyes to something powerful. While I couldn't change everything, there were still so many things I could control: my mindset, my goals, my actions. Instead of focusing on what was out of my hands, I started putting my energy into what was possible. And that changed everything. That shift in perspective made me realize something important. Wishing for change isn't the same as working toward it. I had spent so much time focusing on what I couldn't do that I hadn't asked myself what I could do. And that's where real progress begins, by getting clear on what's possible and taking action toward it. So let me ask you, how many of you know exactly what your goals are? A few of you? Well, here's the first step to turning your wishes into goals. Clarity. It's not enough to wish for a better life. You need to define what that life looks like. For instance, you can't just say, I wish I were successful. What does success look like for you? Maybe it's getting a promotion at work, starting a business, or running a marathon. For me, success looked different. It meant proving to myself and to the world that my disability didn't define what I could or couldn't achieve. There I am, racing again, something I never thought I'd be able to do again. But that only happened when I stopped wishing and started setting clear, measurable goals. How about this? I want to achieve a promotion at work within the next year. Now you've got a goal, not just a wish. Once I started breaking down my dreams into actionable steps, I could finally see how to make them happen. First, you need to identify the skills you need to improve. Then, you set small, measurable goals like taking on more responsibilities and seeking feedback from your manager. And finally, you commit to consistent progress, tracking your achievements along the way. Easy, right? But here's the catch. The journey isn't easy. Who here has ever faced a setback while working toward a goal? It happens to all of us, but it's still tough, right? Sometimes the path to achieving a goal isn't as straightforward as we hope. We all encounter challenges. Some are just more visible than others. But guess what? It's the challenges that make success feel so much sweeter. Now, let's talk about one of the biggest obstacles to turning wishes into goals: procrastination. I wish I could start that project, but I don't have time. If only I had the motivation to work out every day. Be honest. How many of you have said that yourselves? I know I have. Personally, I wish people would stop making excuses and start taking small steps toward their goals. If only we would stop saying, I'll start tomorrow. We've all been there, right? It's so easy to say, I'll do it next week, but here's the catch. Tomorrow never seems to come. I used to tell myself that I'd start working toward my goals once things got easier or when the timing was right. But I learned that the best time to start is always now. Even if it's messy, even if it's uncomfortable, even if you're working with limitations. So, how do you get from wishing to doing? How do you turn your desires into actionable goals? It starts with making a plan and taking that first step. Think of it as baby steps. Even the smallest progress moves you forward. When you're clear about what you want and committed to taking action, you'll be amazed at how quickly your wishes start turning into reality. Instead of waiting for everything to fall into place, take control and start making things happen. Whether it's a career change, starting a new project, or working toward a healthier lifestyle, turning your wishes into goals is the key to getting there. Remember, it's not enough to simply wish for something. It's about setting goals, making a plan, and then executing. I wish I had learned this earlier, but I'm glad I know it now. And you can start applying this today. The power is in your hands. Thank you.